My husband planned an affair on a trip I planned and paid for. I'm 32F and my husband is 36M. We've been married 2 years and together for 9. And up until yesterday, I thought we were genuinely happy together. A bit of context. We have this thing where I can change my name to random things on his phone every few months. They're always funny and well over the top. The last one was something like perfect human form. It's just a joke that's gone on for a few years. So yesterday, he was in the shower and his work phone was out. So I changed my name in his contacts. As I did so, a notification for Snapchat came through with an image and the name of a woman he knew back home. He's from another country and moved here to the UK around 10 years ago. As this was his work phone, it was really weird. So I clicked on it. It opened into a 5-day streak chat with this woman with seriously crude text, photos of both of them, not the face, and them planning to meet up when he goes back, dates, times, locations, and everything. She was even planning on taking a sick day from work. One of his D pics was in our bed with me in the house. He is booked to go back for a few weeks, end of November, to see a very sick relative. I paid for his flights so he could see them before they passed. I had a panic attack and he walked out of the shower to see me hyperventilating. I asked him why and how could he. He said it was only talking and that he'd been feeling neglected recently. I asked how. He said work was stressful and that he just wanted someone who wanted him for him and that he doesn't feel like he's ever enough for me. I had no idea. He hasn't mentioned anything and nothing has changed. A few years ago, I think 3 to 4 when we first moved into our house, he shared that he sometimes didn't feel enough for me. We went to counseling and worked through it. A major effort was made on both of our sides to get through it, and I thought we had. The thing is, I know I can be hard work. I'm closer to a type A than type B. I'm pretty successful career-wise and not massively touchy-feely. But I'm not closed off and have never given a shit about his job or anything like that. I even supported him for 2 years when he took a career break to try and become an actor. For fuck's sake, he hasn't even paid toward the mortgage in 4 years as I didn't want him to feel dependent on me / stretch his pay too thin. I don't know why I'm posting or what I expect from this. I just don't know what to do. I've kicked him out for now, but there are major logistics to deal with as I work away and we have 2 dogs. How do I navigate this? I absolutely consider this as cheating. How can I make sure I don't let myself forgive him? He's been my life for almost 10 years. I've supported him in every way. Can I end it for a week of messages? How can I not end it after that? Sorry for all the questions, and I know this post will sit unanswered in the millions of others. I'm so surprised he cheated stories, but within 24 hours, my happy hard-earned life is in flames, and I'm staring at the wreckage. It's only a week of cheating that she knows of. Who knows how long it's been going on? Who knows if there were other partners? Just because nothing physical has happened doesn't mean it doesn't count. I mean, there's people who get charged with conspiracy to commit crimes all the time. What makes this any different? But those are my thoughts. Comment yours down below. I would cancel his flight ticket for sure. He is feeling down but not doing anything about it. He is planning to fuck someone else because his ego was stroked. What about your love and devotion? Yeah, it's difficult, but you can do it. And even if you don't divorce him, think about the fact that he actually needs to prove that he is sorry about what he did and not because he was caught. If there is no explanation, the trust will not go back to what it was. It happened to me with my husband. Even now, after 7 years, I don't know why he cheated. I don't trust him and we regularly argue about everything. I'd cancel the return flight and his hotel. I know you love him. You must love him given everything you are doing for your relationship, but I personally feel that your relationship is one-sided and that you are a building block or a mother to him rather than a life partner, and that there is something fundamentally wrong with him. He is insecure. He has always been insecure. He's never lived up to his potential, and that's why he feels he will never be good enough for you. You will never understand it because you're thinking, you are good enough, otherwise I wouldn't be here. But there's a deep issue in his psyche that takes years of intensive therapy to overcome. Plus, the way he has gone about cheating is so strategic, calculated, and borderline sociopathic, given that his friend is so sick, and this is where his mind is. Leave him. Don't ever go back. Figure out the logistics with your dogs and life situation. Book the therapy sessions and don't ever let him come back in. Let him be where he wants to be. You are young, smart, and have a lot going for you. The last thing you need is a grown man-child that disrespects you and steals from your joy. Cheaper to pay a dog sitter than subsidize a worthless man. Update. 1 month later. Hi everyone. Almost 5 weeks later, after how helpful so many of you have been, I wanted to give you an update. To start it off, many of you said that he'd been cheating for longer or had done so before. You were right. I originally believed that he'd been cheating for a week, but due to a particularly noticeable carpet in the hotel room of one of the dick pics were taken in, I found out it had been going on for at least a month. He of course denied it and lied when confronted, but that month included our 9-year anniversary and countless other events, so it was really useful to stop me blaming myself. He's still adamant that it's never happened before, and I do believe him, but that didn't stop me from taking an STI test just in case. All clean, thank goodness. He also admitted to lying about them having a previous relationship, and I caught him in another lie about Snapchat messages, so he stayed true to form. Since I kicked him out, we've only spoken twice. He left the dogs, so I guess they're my dogs now, and wants a percentage of my house. I can't speak for other countries, but in the UK, marriage for enough years entitles you to half of everything, regardless of who contributed to what. Under advice from a lawyer, we're staying amicable, so he only takes the agreed amount and leaves my pension, savings, etc. alone. On the dogs, I've got a lot more dog sitters and I've agreed to let them stay with him while I'm away at work as long as he covers most of their cost. Outside of this, I did the usual, changed the locks, canceled his flights, threw out all his stuff on bin day, and had a full-blown breakdown as a crying drunk for a solid 7 days. I have great friends who are supportive, but he's the only family I have/had, so I have started seeing a therapist as well to help process and move forward. I'm taking this as an opportunity for a full reset and evaluation of what I want, so I'm trying to move jobs, sell my house to move closer to friends, and getting a load of dental work that I've been putting off. Throw in some injured dogs and it's turned out to be a truly horrific month. Honestly, it's really sucked, but I'm rebuilding my life to be something I choose, and it's getting easier week by week. Thank you all so much for your help and comments when I first posted. Seeing the overwhelming support and brutal comments against both him and me put it into perspective and was enough to convince me that I wasn't crazy or overthinking this. I'm massively grateful for the dose of reality. And don't worry, to all of you who called me a doormat, thanks for that. I won't be taking him back or allowing anyone else to take advantage of me like that again. May the force be with you random Reddit strangers, and thank you again. You are actively doing something many people are incapable of, throwing a big old middle finger to the sunken cost fallacy and restarting your life with the mission to seek out that which you deserve, peace, kindness, and loyalty. And for that, I applaud you. You're a badass OP, and I'll be right over here in this tiny corner of the internet cheering you on. Reset. What a great word for it. I've always used these words, renew, recreate, or new beginnings. They all mean to give yourself a second chance at realizing a new life full of possibilities, joy, happiness, legacy. To live the dreams you gave up for marriage. To dream again. I just wish that more BS would have the courage to take the steps you have. And not be abused by someone who is a proven cheater and adulterer. It is very hard and painful, that decision. It will only last for a short season. My decision to move on and forward was over 40 plus years ago, and I thank God that I made it. Not one regret. If you read these subs, you'll find almost no one regrets leaving a cheater. Many regret staying. Blessings, strength, and peace to you. I'm so curious. How has this been for him and how did he react? Was he sad, trying to make it right, heartbroken, without remorse? Very sad. He spent the first few weeks feeling really sorry for himself and in shock. He He stopped blaming anything except himself, I think due to the therapist, and going down the route of saying it was self-sabotage/depression and he needs to work on himself for a bit. This may all be very true, and to be honest, I kinda think it is. But he hasn't tried to reconcile or even made much of an effort to fight. No begging to chat or turning up, no suggestion of couples counseling, etc. He just kinda rolled over and been licking his wounds. Can he still get half the house even though he hasn't contributed anything in 4 years? Yeah, it's a law I generally agree with to protect stay-at-home parents. Apparently, law doesn't differentiate between that and someone who wanted to try acting. Also, who made the down payment? I'd get all of your receipts and ducks in a row to at least fight him getting a cent more than he's legally entitled to. At Gavel360 and 2 lawyers agree. I'm staying amicable and trading the house for the rest. I don't want his debt either, also on the table legally. So compromise is the aim of the game.